What's up guys? Tito here, and so basically I'm just going to give you guys a quick overview of the Alcatel Pop 4S. Now this device has really surprised the heck out of me. Just based on the few things here, and I'm getting a bunch of notifications because I just turned on the device. I had it at home today. I didn't take it with me to work. But I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed. For what I got for this device, basically paid $156. It has done very, very well as I've been using it since I unboxed it. Took it on my trip to San Diego and basically utilized the cameras on here. So that was something that was like absolutely cool. I will talk about it here in a little bit, and I'll also give you guys a little demo sample of the picture-in-picture that I'm talking about that this phone actually supports, which one other device comes to mind when I think of that, and that is the Galaxy S4. The Galaxy S4 was able to do like a picture-in-picture video recording, and so I think it's pretty cool that this device actually does it. And me being a vlogger and someone that loves to make videos, this comes in handy. It's a really, really cool tool. So currently right now I'm using Freedom Pop on this device, and I'm actually taking a liking to Freedom Pop again. And so I do have my SIM card in here, and I'm running service on here with that. And it's been working flawlessly well. I also had it on my T-Mobile account, and it handled very well with T-Mobile. So a couple of things, because I don't want to get too technical. There's a lot of videos about the Alcatel Pop 4S that has all the text and specs and whatnot. So I'm just going to kick everything into layman's terms, basically. First of all, I want to say like the 16 gigs of onboard storage is working out okay. The fact that it does have adaptable storage, you can do so, will increase the storage amount. 2 gigabytes of RAM is the only thing that I feel to be just a little bit of a problem here. I don't know if it's memory leak that this device has, but sometimes it tends to lag a little bit. Nothing unbearable that makes me want to be like, I don't want this device. But it still handles very well as far as processing applications and whatnot, and just doing simple tasks. Handles just fine. Audio quality with phone calls has been very, very good on here. I've been actually surprised on how clear the audio quality is. So that tells me that the cell radios in here is actually phenomenally good. That I will definitely give props on to Alcatel for that. 5 megapixel front-facing camera does pretty good. Low light shots is not always going to be the greatest. And for some reason, it's indoor. It tends to have a little darker tint to it as far as taking pictures and video. I have noticed this. But with the great amount of lighting, or a good amount of lighting that you can actually get some pretty superb shots with this device. I believe the back camera is a 13 megapixel camera on the back, and it takes pretty good shots as well. Same effect happens when you're in low lighting, and as well as, for some reason, taking a video, the indoor lighting tends to be a little bit more of a darker tint. Excuse me. And so that might be just a big issue there. Now, for video recording is where, like I said in the beginning of this video, it actually does pretty good. So you do have the ability to have picture-in-picture, which is something that I think is absolutely neat. If you are a mobile vlogger and you like to post videos, whether it be on YouTube or on VidMe, or even you just record vlogs and upload them to Facebook, Google+, or even just Twitter, you have picture-in-picture mode. And what that allows you to do is it basically allows you to record a video sample, basically, with a small like little window. You'll see in the demo here right now how the video looks when picture-in-picture in 2 different modes. So you have where the front-facing is the micro screen, and then you have the back camera with the full video real estate, basically the full screen real estate, and you can switch it where then the back view would be the micro screen, vice versa. So check out this demo real quick of how the video works. Okay, don't mind the background noise basically, because it's like my house is always lit. Kids are always doing their thing. But anyways, this is the picture-in-picture video that I was basically talking about. So as you guys can see, the micro screen, or the little, like, what do they call them? Polaroid-looking, thing is the front-facing camera, and then of course you can see the rear-facing camera. And it's in real time. You guys can see my hand just waving right here. Throw up a peace sign. It's all good. Now you can actually switch this around. So watch, check this out. Okay. And boom. So now the micro right here is what you guys see, my desk, which is all cluttered. And then you guys see me in the full screen real estate. So you have that option to kind of do that if you want to do it that way. You can also shift around where the the little micro screen is at. So that's something that's actually pretty cool. If you just tap it again, it switches back, where the full screen, real estate in the back is the rear camera, and the front facing camera is the micro one. And you can still also kind of just shuffle it around to like different spots if you want to while it's recording. So that's something that I feel that Alcatel really did well as far as with the cameras itself. Now, of course, you guys can see this little dark tint in the back. Obviously, that's something that, would be kind of a negative. But with if you're an outdoor vlogger, this is going to be a great tool to use to vlog on any social media. So that's basically the picture-in-picture mode, and as I said, the cameras is actually okay. They're pretty decent with outdoor lighting, so that's something that's, it's kind of mediocre. If I was to score that on anything, that would probably be like a 5.5 or even a 6 on the cameras. But that picture-in-picture is something that I'm going to find to be something very useful. Maybe not everyone will find it useful, but I will find it useful for that. Now, this device does have a biometric reader at the bottom over here, so you gotta push it to activate the screen, and then put your whichever finger you registered for the fingerprint. That unlocks the device. Pretty neat here. And it also does have tap to wake and tap to sleep. So if I tap the screen, it'll wake, put my fingerprint, boom, it's open. Tap, well, not necessarily, but I guess well, I do have the Google Now launcher, so that probably deactivated the tap to sleep. But with the regular launcher, you're able to do so. And you'll be able to do the tap to wake, tap to sleep. A couple of other things here is that even with the stock launcher, it does have an app drawer. So if you're one that's kind of getting used to this whole thing of no app drawer, this is one of those launchers, the stock launcher, that's not going to give you that option. So you will have an app drawer, and the app drawer is almost similar to Google Now. Just imagine all this with a black theme instead of a off-white theme. So that's actually pretty cool. I guess you could say in a way. Some other things to duly note about the device: the battery life has actually been pretty good on this. Okay, I believe it's like a 2900 milliamp hour battery or something, somewhere around there. I've still gotten some pretty good battery lifetime out of it. I would say about maybe like 5 hours of on-screen time. Recently, when I took my trip to San Diego, it pretty much lasted the entire time, and I was on it, taking pictures, recording video, checking social media, and even playing a few games, and I got about 5.5 hours of screen on time. So by the time I made it to San Diego, the battery was already pretty much going down to like 15%. So not really bad at all with the battery life itself. This device is not compatible with companies like Boost Mobile and Verizon. It works basically with just anything that uses AT&T or T-Mobile. GSM networks works just fine. My poor son, he's like happy I'm home. And so that's something I do want to kind of bring to everyone's attention. Now, build quality is something that really fascinated me about this device. The build quality seems really good for what it is. I was kind of thinking it was going to be like very cheapy, or maybe just like, trying to be premium. But this device really does feel good in the hands. It's actually that whole, the ergonomics of it is just really comfortable to hold, since it's being a, like a 5.5 inch, device, basically considered a phablet. Holds really good in the hand, so I have no complaints so far with that whatsoever. The dual tone LED flash works really good when you're taking shots at night. I think that's kind of like helpful. And the biggest plus to this is the speakers. Even though it's located on the back, right underneath the Pop logo, the speakers on this thing is absolutely crazy, insane loud. I can have it down to what I would believe to be 15% of volume, and it sounds like any one of my other devices at 100%. So even having it like fully cranked up is so loud that watching YouTube videos at night is going to be an issue when the kids are asleep, just for the fact that this will wake them up. So that's something that I definitely just want to let you guys know about. Of course, you got 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on the top right here. Some people would prefer it to be on the bottom, but hey, that's subjective. And it does use a micro USB. It does not use USB Type-C. So for those people that are like wanting to have something with Type-C, this does not have it at all whatsoever. So that is my first review of the Alcatel Pop 4S. If you guys have any questions about this device, anything else you guys want to know about it, feel free to let me know in the comment section of this video. I will do some gaming demos and have them posted up, as well as how this thing performs with gaming. That's something that you guys will get to see as well. And I believe I did post up a video of some pictures and video samples, but I will do some more in depth. And I will also be vlogging from this device as well. So if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys can let me know by smashing that like button. Let me know you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. Like I said, any questions you guys have for this device, leave it in the comment section. So then that way, in the next video, I'll be able to touch base with what you guys want to know about it. If it's your first time checking out my video, I would much appreciate that you guys came and watched. Hit that subscribe button and the bell option to know when I upload a video. Again, my name is Tito. This is Aloha Android, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Aloha.